Movies, music, Amazon Prime Video in HD, gaming possibilities, and certified by Google Android TV in this small but powerful TV box costing only $65. Let's inspect. Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I really hope it's a nice day. And if we see each other for the first time, then pleasure. My name is Michael, and here on the channel we inspect fresh and cool tech like this, which is the latest coming from the company Mecool. It's Android TV based TV box called the KM7. And well, its major purpose is to be connected to your TV or monitor and to make it smart or smarter by giving you the opportunity to take advantage of all these nice features that Android TV comes with. And even if your TV is smart, but you're just not too happy with the way how smart it is, especially not being based on Android TV, that could be really helpful. I just want to thoroughly inspect it and show you some good use cases so that you can better utilize it. And keep in mind that this TV box here is not yet one of these geeky gadgets which are so difficult to set up and use. Not at all. Super simple operation through, well, voice commands or this remote, and essentially you're gonna get very close experience to what you have from your smartphone. The big difference is that the display is gonna be bigger. That's gonna be your TV. Price is definitely good. There are in fact two hardware variations, with the premium one being around $85 and the entry-level model costing only around $65, so definitely something that won't harm your budget too much and can bring your older TV back to life. In terms of alternatives, options are quite many, from the complex to set up Raspberry-like devices to the more basic no-name Chinese TV boxes that run close to stock Android and lack some of the certifications that you might need, which, as you're going to notice a few moments later, do make a big difference. Let's unbox. This is not the first Mecool device that I test for you on the channel. Mecool as a brand have remained one of the very few alternatives that are not bound to any specific service like Hulu or Amazon and so on. Costs half of the price of Nvidia Shield TV and is around the budget you need to allocate for the famous Mi Box S series. So you notice that inside the box there's nothing too spectacular. Mecool at least opt for better and better build quality, nice amount of ports for connecting a whole lot of USB peripherals, LAN and so on, and it even supports analog audio and video output besides the plenty of wireless options, including Bluetooth. This makes the connection to a soundbar pretty easy too. There's a charger, HDMI cable and a really nice remote. It's not an Air mouse unfortunately, but still pretty decent and well functional. There are dedicated buttons for some of the most commonly used apps and services. If you consider yourself a tech expert and you can guess about the box performance based on the specs, let me share with you the most important ones: a quad-core ARM A53 based CPU, Mali G31 MP3 graphics processing unit, 4GB DDR4 RAM, all being part of the S905Y2 system on a chip. There's 64GB storage, Wi-Fi support, Bluetooth, HDMI 2.1, bunch of USB ports, and all of that runs Android TV 11 out of the box with Chromecast built in. Specs inside this body are decent, and in some ways it's even future-proof. Well, I can't say it's a top performer. It's clearly way behind some of the best TV boxes out there, like the Nvidia Shield TV, which apparently costs like 2 to 3 times more. But it does have some features which are rather future-proof. For instance, we have AV1 hardware codec embedded in here. If you've never heard about it, although I did mention it a few times in some previous Android TV reviews, that's a new way for video compression, which can provide the same good video quality at a much smaller file size. And that's a win-win situation, and obviously big companies like YouTube are already heavily adopting this, with Android TV being one of the first platforms which is easily streaming that kind of services. And slowly you're going to see this AV1 codec rolling out in many other locations and solutions and hardware devices. Well, right now we have H.265, also known as HEVC, the high efficiency video codec, and the popular H.264, which are good, but if you can pack everything with the same quality at a smaller file size, who would say no to that? The other advantage in here is the embedded Google Chromecast, which is another solution allowing you to easily, well, you can review a photo on your smartphone, select Cast to the KM7, and you can immediately see that on your TV. I would say that's a great advantage, and just for the record, Google Chromecast alone, which is a very small unit, costs around $39, which is more than half of what you gotta pay for the Mecool KM7 with all the extra features. To set it up, I guess we can call it plug and play. Connect to the TV via HDMI cable, connect the power, and you're good to go. If you want to connect an audio system, there are ways to do it using the HDMI output or the AV output or Bluetooth. Certain digital connectivity options are missing though. As far as the software goes, it is close to stock feeling. Android TV's navigation is pretty straightforward. It has seen some minor redesigns through the years, but generally the point is to see as much as possible content on the home screen. You can add your custom channels. These may be your YouTube subscriptions or playlists, some app recommendations, content libraries, and so on. Check the possible options in the menus. If you're about to use Android TV for the first time, my recommendation is just give yourself some time. It's gonna get a while until you get used to all these features and settings, and probably it's gonna take some time until you figure out which is the kind of content you would prefer to consume the most. And the launcher, the homepage, is easily customizable, showing you all the channels and the content you most often consume. The remote is also pretty helpful, fantastic for navigation. Don't forget you have the option for voice control, which is precious, I promise to you. The OS on the other side is pretty decent. Well, Android TV is apparently based on Android, and here we have, on the back end, version 11. And at the time I record this video, the security patch level is still very fresh. However, Mecool have the reputation of not being among the companies with frequent software updates, so I do hope from time to time they would at least release some security patches. The initial setup is quite easy. You will immediately get used to the remote, has quite many buttons, some functions even have a dedicated button. However, these keys have no backlight. You do have a Google Assistant shortcut, so speaking to your favorite smart assistant is just easy. Here's an example of YouTube playback. The interface is snappy, there are some animation imperfections, but overall experience is rather smooth. Inside the box there's LPDDR4, which is significantly quicker than DDR3. Well, that's definitely not the latest RAM generation, but clearly the best choice for keeping good balance between performance and price. Interface is therefore, as we mentioned, snappy. Switching between apps, changing settings, running videos and playing music, all is well responsive. The box is good for gaming too. If you want to play any of the Android TV compatible titles, this box is a great choice. Furthermore, it has a lot more power than a Mi Box device. Clearly not in the league of Nvidia Shield TV or modern smartphones, but as you notice, just about right to have the opportunity for gaming. There are a bunch of services included. Amazon Prime Video, which is part of the feature set, runs in full resolution of course. I enjoyed seeing Spotify as part of the quick buttons, really solid choice. A shortcut button to Google Play is here as well. The only real drawback as I can see it, although there is L1 Widevine certification needed for streaming protected quality in HD, there is no Netflix support with this TV box. It can run it, but in 480p only. The other few drawbacks: no USB 3 generation ports, all the available are just USB 2.0, and no digital audio output options besides HDMI. Maybe VAC updates to be expected as well. But at least if or when they arrive, security is gonna be in place since it's Google certified. So if you have a big monitor that you want to become TV-like, or you do have an old TV that is not that smart and you want to make smarter by adding Android TV on a budget, or you probably have a projector which you need to become somehow more interactive, this here is a pretty solid choice, the Mecool KM7. And if you do have some other suggestions about how to better utilize it and probably some interesting use cases, or any follow-up questions, then please add this info to the comment section below this video. And as usual, a link to the product itself with the modest discount I managed to squeeze for you is placed in the description as well. And I guess that's everything about today. I really hope it was useful and entertaining, and really hope to see you in the next video. Therefore, subscribe to the channel, For more cool tech inspections, I'm Michael. Wish you a fantastic day. Take good care of yourself and spend your money wisely. And until next time, see ya.